Good afternoon all, hope we are doing well. Welcome. How about that for F1? We'll not chat too much in case anybody hasn't seen yet or don't want any spoilers. But let's just say, how about that? Half the world, how are we doing? John, how are we doing? Hope we're both doing well. Can't race to what? Can't... Oh, you got banned from PlayStation. Well, you shouldn't call people those things, I guess, but... Is that from PlayStation itself? Or Sony itself? Oh, mate. Mind your language. Right. Let's get the stream up on here, because that would have been helpful to do long before we started the stream. Right then, let's get in for one lap, because that is all we're going to get around here. Now, I'm looking forward to this combo. Really looking forward to this combo. However, the only thing that's got me slightly worried, one, is that the tyre wear is very, very high. And the second thing is that we are only racing on the hard tyres. Now, soft and medium, I think we could have managed. But this car, around here... difficult. Could be difficult. At least around certain parts of the track. Now, first gear in this car, out of those really slow corners. I don't think there's any corners on the Nurburgring that drop you down to first gear. But that one there, for example, the hairpin out of here, maybe's this, although you're probably best off staying in second. But this car, the gear ratios really, really suit it. Until you're on the hard tyres, and then it's anyone's game then. So if this was soft and medium, we'd be flying out some of these corners, almost as good on exit as the Ferrari in a lot of cases. But just being on the hard tyres makes it a little bit sketchy. So brake balance is going to go at the rear, try and rely on the front tyres to bite in, get the car turned round. I don't think there's any rain. I take that back. There is absolutely rain on the way. Which I suppose, being the Nürburgring, we should have. And that is what I'm all about. So, I haven't seen anybody attempting this one just yet. I tried to have a look early hours this morning, and whilst waiting for the F1 to start, to see if any of those the other side of the world and in a different time zone to us might have started any of the entries yet, but they hadn't done at the time, so I was hoping to see if there was anything like weather or particular best strategies and tyre wear and stuff, you know, tips that we could pick up. Nothing that I could see, however. And I haven't had a chance to have a look again since. Still trying to get the wheel dialed in. Good man. Won't be racing until later though. What car is it you're with? Renault? Renault for the manufacturers. Fair play to you. Interesting choice. I like it. Rain actually might hit us even on this lap, depending how quickly it comes through. I think they now have it set so that it doesn't actually hit you while you're qualifying, I think. Or at least doing your free practice runs, I think. I'm not sure. Pick the Renault because it was your best livery. Fair enough. That's a good idea. Next time round you go McLaren. Also a good choice. Right, that's what we're talking about there. You see how good second gear was out of that tight right-hander. And we we'd absolutely fly out there if we knew we were on the soft or medium tyres. And then on the hards, it's still... so it's sliding. Right, racing around here is going to be pretty tricky, as we know, at the best of times. We want some good results. We might not manage our Triple Crown Challenge from the last manufacturers. And I'm making a video on that, and I've just done... I'm going to try and edit it what I would call properly. So we're trying to cut all 3 races together. Voiceovers, the lot. So that is what we are trying to do with that. So hopefully that'll be up tomorrow, if not Monday. Hopefully people are still interested in round 3 of the manufacturers, despite it coming out sort of 5 days late, or 5 days after the fact. But it was a really good race, and with the help of everybody on pit wall, i.e. chat. That was the wall. Apart from that, it's been a tidy lap. We'll see what we actually can cross the line with here, I guess. The only thing that's annoying me slightly as well is the damage now is getting fixed on these World Series events, which it never used to be. And on this latest round of season of Nations Cup and manufacturers, they've been fixing it, and I'm like, that's a bit naff. Oh, too wide. Just too wide. Save it, hold it, go. Right, anyone want to put any guesses in on what this time will be? I don't think it's going to be a sub 8-minute lap. I very much doubt that much. This will be as we cross the line. Right, we got the rain. Probably will hit the track. If we'd done another lap, if we had time to do another lap, the rain might hit. Yeah, I agree. If you hit the barrier hard enough, it should automatically end your race. That would be tremendous. I genuinely do also agree with that. At least in the main, like, World Series events. Nations Cup and manufacturers. I do absolutely agree with that. That said, though, it wouldn't be long. It would literally be first race, turn 1, that someone gets punted into the barriers. Their race ends, and then it wasn't their fault. So I guess, that said, I actually do think there should be a setting where in private lobbies, it should let you do that. In private lobbies, it should let you have that setting where people would have to retire from the race. Yeah, it would either go one of two ways, wouldn't it? It would go one of two ways. It would either be everybody's race ends immediately, or everybody stop driving like idiots. And I've got no idea which way it would go, to be honest. Right, it's the tyre wear that I'm worried about on this one. And we're going to judge it on this one. I actually think that this lobby, this race, will be just over an hour. I'm guessing. Oh, Driftwood's in this one. Didn't even notice. How are we doing, buddy? In my C lobby, there'd be fewer finishers. Yeah, I think that's the problem, is the... I don't want to say, like, lower lobbies, but you know what I mean. Would rage quit a little bit quicker, wouldn't it? Whereas I would like to think that we could try and, you know, push on. Thank you for tuning in, Kibo, or Kaibo. How do I pronounce that, or how do I say that? Let me know. Or is it KYBO? It is not one word. It is what's the word? Initials, acronym, not acronym, something else. We know what I mean. Right, this is going to be yeah. So we're going to have one hugely ridiculous long outlap on ×6 tyre wear. So this is going to make this one a bit tricky. We'll set this away to record because we don't want to miss this. Oh. Surely the rain's not going to hit. Surely the rain's not going to hit in this quali. Surely not. Right, it is the ×6 tyre wear though that's got me freaking out a bit here, because, well, not freaking out, it's a bit far-fetched, isn't it? But you know what I mean. Because we've now got to do an entire lap whilst looking after the tyres around here before we then go for a push lap in the hope that we don't bin it. And we got no idea what the state of the tyres are going to look like at the end of this race, at the end of this out lap, never mind the end of the push lap. Because I am yet to do this combo. As is everyone, by the way, in UK and Europe, because this is the first slot, but yet to see any content on it either. Yeah, a proper penalty system would eradicate half the issues, wouldn't it? see the tyre wear already here. Those red lines at the top of the tyres starting to appear on the infographic down the bottom. You can already see red, which is not good. Four races in B lobbies this morning, not had a single wet lap. Oh man, well we're hoping for rain. According to the radar, it's on its way, but maybe it just never hits the track. Oh, actually, Tess, out of curiosity, how many laps was your race as well? Because if you're saying B lobbies, sometimes they do less laps, and I'm wondering if maybe it hits like lap 4 or 5, if it's the same weather each time. Hippie Heed, how we doing? Hope we are all well. God, we are taking this so ridiculously easy. To the point where if we go any slower, we might run out of time. And actually, let's not get caught out, because if we remember, the last time that we had this as a manufacturers, I don't know if anyone will remember, or it might have been a Nations Cup, but they had the 13 minutes for quali, so I was like, oh well, as long as it's not hit 0 before we cross the line, but then you actually only got an additional 3 minutes, so loads of people then didn't get to put a lap in. So I'm sat here trying to take my time, look after the tyres. Maybe it's the case that we just need to cross the line. Let's do that. Push on just a little bit, but also still trying to look after the tyres. Not even halfway around this lap, barely pushing the tyres, and already we've probably lost, what would you say that is, 5% of our tyre life? Only 3 laps, got you. Aston will not fare well with the tyre wear. Oh, you not reckon? I don't think any car's going to fare well with the tyre wear, that's the thing. So I would definitely still give it a go. Victor saying it's going to rain. Yeah, it looks like we might even have a bit of rain on this. Depending how quick this approaches, you might end up with a bit of rain on the quali lap, which would throw a spanner in the works, wouldn't it? We've definitely had that before on the flying lap, and then the rain hits right at the end. There's someone that's not even a quarter of the way around their lap, and I don't think they're going to get a actually complete their quali lap at all. So they still need to do 3/4 of the track, and then it only adds on 2 or 3 minutes once the clock hits 0 for you to complete your lap. James, how we doing? Right, here we go. Start of this lap. I think that the rain will hit. In fact, the rain's definitely going to hit. It's just whether or not it would be kind of like enough to justify needing wet tyres. Anyways, we've got 4 minutes to get as much of this lap done, and then hopefully we get another 4 minutes worth of additional time once the timer hits 0. Normally it's only 2 or 3 though. Now this should extend it being the Nurburgring, but at the same time they have given 13 minutes. So I genuinely don't think that we're going to get to finish our lap yet. But either way, we just need to play it safe. Is now going to favour the people who absolutely flew around their quali lap, didn't look after the tyres, but just got more of their lap done. Because by the time this rain hits, they might have just gone past the top of the track. I don't think this is going to work at all. Look at this. They're going to have a difficult time setting grid order when half of the people are not going to cross the line here. Especially looking at how heavy that rain is. Look at that. Driftwood, how we doing? Not great by the looks of it. We get past him, or he lets us past. There we go, we're starting to get rain now. Well, this quali lap pretty much finished now. And I would say it is everybody else's quali lap finished as well. So unless you took the gamble of tiptoeing around on a set of intermediates, waiting for the rain to land, then you're done for. Look what we're dealing with here. We're never finishing this lap, so how do they order this one? This makes no sense. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have put the throttle there. It felt like it was almost too easy. Yep, away we go. Well, we're just not... No one's finishing their laps then here, are they? So this didn't make much sense, but it's the way it's gone. 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 Time remaining 9 minutes. Is this for real? Is this actually for real? So now everyone's going to have to tiptoe around their lap, trying to cross the line on slick tyres in the rain. This is the most mental qualifying session we could have possibly ended up with. I don't know where I can push, when I can't push. The car just obviously has not much control as soon as you tap the brakes, tap the throttle. This is the craziest qualifying session ever. This slot is definitely going to run over an hour, I think, with the 5 laps here. And an extended quali. Ah! Into the wall again! It's the fact that the car always does 2 spins that annoys me the most, I think. This is mental. This is absolutely mental. Well, this is a test of who has the lightest foot. See the water trail of somebody up ahead. And we pass them. Right, weirdly, I don't know, has there been a change, obviously in the physics update? Genuine question here, because you used to not be able to drive at all. I know we're still struggling here, but like, it does feel as if you're able to do more on the slicks in wet weather tyre conditions now than you ever really used to be able to. You obviously go around the top in the rain on slicks. He's flying. Is he on the inters? He must be on the inters. Honestly, because look at we've got decent grip here. Like front end grip. The car's actually, look at this. Actually turning. Even though we're tiptoeing around there and going mega slow, it feels like normally it wouldn't have done that. Normally it would have just straight on, sailed through like a ship. Something's definitely changed with the physics. Maybe he's saying that they have done. Why would people leave in quali? So someone's left there, like rage quit already. Why would you leave? It's only qualifying. The race is on Sunday, as they say. Or the points are scored on Sunday. Oh, that was just too much. Oh, we might as well just reverse our way home then. That sounds like a better idea. Can you J turn on Gran Turismo? Not quite. Come on! 4 minutes to cross the line. This isn't even going to be the worst qualifying time of the day, this. 9 minute 45 is what looks like is going to put that guy on pole. We're definitely not going to have set a quicker lap than that. Oh my god! Right, that was a weird one that I wasn't expecting. Oh my god, come on. Oh my god! Stop spiking the revs. What am I doing? Honestly, stop being an idiot. You're just being silly now. Yeah, those at the front had a massive advantage, exactly, because they've done another minute's worth of driving, or 2 minutes worth of driving, like, in terms of track, before the rains hit. Absolutely. Should never have clipped the curb there. Should never have, oh my god, I'm dizzy. Oh my god, I'm dizzy. Should never have clipped the curb there. Right, Oscar Piastri reversing across the grass here. Keep going. At this point, this is our best option. I want to turn round here. Ah, no! That wasn't what I was expecting to do, but it still worked. Go, 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 go. No! Done it again. $11 minutes 31, oh my god. P9. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. If I was in VR there, I'd be ill. Ugh. Well, now we got to see what we start with. Do we have weather during the race here or not? If we've had it in quali, we've got to have it in the race, surely. Ian, how are we doing? Ian, not Jane, as I called you the other day, and I'm still very sorry about that. Oh no, all over his dog's sofa and 7-year-old girl. It sounds like that the scene from In Between Us, where he vomits all over our little brother. Yeah, don't forget to check the weather before you go race, absolutely. We've got 10 seconds left before we end up in seeing where we're at here in terms of weather. Here we go. Right, let's see what we're going to end up with. Race 1, I don't think, or lap 1 rather, sorry, lap 1. I don't think that we're going to have rain to worry about. But I think it'll be end of that lap that we'd have to pit straight away. Right, I want to see if they've got a time multiplier on here as well, and if so, what it is. Can anyone see time multiplier? Race settings. Didn't get to read all that, but 1 lap max before inters, yeah. Definitely. Oh, sorry, John, I misread that. You meant you were the one that spewed all over. I thought you meant your mate spewed all over. Oh, you did it. Yeah, that explains why you're not being invited back then. That is hilarious. Awful, but hilarious. Hey, excuse me. Right, 1 lap we reckon, and then we're into the pits. This is going to be a disaster of a race, isn't it? We know that much. Try to sit at the back door. I had to go and sit at the back door. Excuse me. That black and brown Lambo there reminded me of Haas's old sponsor. Anyone remember Rich Energy? Rich Energy drink. Better than Red Bull was their slogan. I think. Mid-pack, very nice place to be. It is, except for turn 1. After that, it's alright. Right, come on then, here we go. Race start, P9. Everybody's had the same nightmare in qualifying. Let's just hope we don't have the same nightmare in the race. Probably pitting end of this one. Let's go. Someone's coming in hot there. Just tapered off the brakes to make sure they didn't come clatter us. They've actually ended up then getting the position. That's them on the outside there. In the Rich Energy Haas. Rich Energy Haas Lambo. Right, good racing with the Rich Energy Haas Lambo there. That's not actually what he's got on, it's just the colours remind me of it. I was going to say attempting round the outside there was going to be a bit ambitious, wasn't it? The outside here is going to be even more ambitious, I would say. Yeah, not going to happen. Contact. Oh, there's 2 of them we got past. Now, I don't know if this driver went into the back of the one that came back on track and is now off the track. It looked like one of them drove into the back of the other. We do have slightly better exit than the BMW though. He's been brave to assume we were going to back out of that one. Right, fuel as well is going to be a thing to think about, but I think the tyre wear is so high that we're not going to attempt to do any more than 3 laps, even if it didn't rain. Lambo out the corners, very, very good. This is what we were talking about. That first and second gear ratio out of the slower corners is tremendous. Not as good when you put it on the grass like that though. Oh, I thought I'd saved it as well. That's just cost me a little bit of time there. That's just cost me a little bit of time. All I could imagine there while I was sliding across the grass was my driver in the cockpit of this car, just doing the Jeremy Clarkson when he spins it in the Polo or in the Golf, on the aquaplanes on the track on the in the water. An early signature move, I know. It was just, honestly, one blade of grass, one singular blade of grass is what I touched. Nothing even much more than that. Tokyo Drift, exactly. It's alright, we can catch back up. Through the pure power and might of this Lambo, we can catch back up. The exit through there, 10th taken out straight away on that exit. I would love to be a couple of tenths ahead here just to have got a nicer slipstream. Yeah, the weather is looking like that. You can't see too much at the moment, but I do think pit end of this lap, if it looks to be exactly the same as the quali, I'm going to say we want to pit end of this lap. It will mean that we burn up quite a bit of our intermediate tyre though. Either that though, or if you imagine, obviously the travel of the weather looks exactly the same as what we've just had in quali. However, we tiptoed around the first lap, and so did everybody up ahead. We tiptoed around the first lap. This one we're going to be pushing quite a bit. So there's another minute or two worth of driving time, if you imagine, to get a bit further around the track. Is that enough, do we think, to have gotten around the top of the Nurburgring and start to be then racing against the weather because it's travelling south? As soon as it hit, it hit. It wasn't like half a lap of light rain before it got heavy, it just properly hit immediately. A bit of a dive. We make it stick though. The question now is, do we pit or not? It's basically, do we lose more time at the start of our lap on the inters having to tiptoe around a little bit, or do we lose more time at the end of this lap when the rain hits? Which is it going to be? I think we stay out, you know. Part of me is thinking that we stay out. how bad the rain was on that last lap. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? We've got like 10 seconds to decide. I really don't know what to do. One more. Oh, a couple of guys going in. I'm going to follow the pack here. I think that the inters will be enough. Right, let's fill fuel as well, just in case the rest of this race is all rain. And then we might be able to make that stretch for 4 laps. Jonathan saying box immediately. John was saying one more. Hippie Heat was saying out. Stay out. Right, now we want the rain to land as quickly as possible. This is now the problem. We can't wait for the rain now. Because the ×5 tyre wear or ×6 tyre wear makes this a killer to drive about the inters in the dry. Realistically, we'll probably do this lap and we'll have used so much of the life of the tyres that we'll have to come in anyway. Someone already off. Oh, that was the pole sitter. How easy they're taking it on the inters. Right, we're almost going to start getting the rain. We're almost going to start getting the rain. Now, in our last lap, it was this point where we started getting the rain, and look, it still hasn't even hit the track for us yet. Inter's right decision. I'm starting to think so, because look at all that dark blue. The race leader won't have hit any of that yet, or got through or past that, kind of beaten it if you like. So we will be hitting that heavy weather. And Goofy up top, remember that name. We'll soon judge whether we made the right decision. Here we go. Now we start to get a bit of rain, thankfully. Our intermediate tyres are very grateful. Let's start trying to push a little bit more now. Surely this is where we start gaining time to Goofy there. There you go, 2 seconds taken out already. As soon as that rain hits. Andy's lost the position. I don't know if you can see it. This is not the stream that looks to be slightly lagging. Can you see the sort of real micro lag? It loses the 60 frames with the rain here. I assume it actually struggles almost, the servers, to transfer so much additional data to people's consoles, which is why I suspect, thinking about it, is why we don't actually see many rain combos in the dailies. nice and easy. 10 seconds gained to the leader. So there's 2 of them, I think, that have stayed out. Goofy, who's P3, no longer P3, he's just had that position taken off him. And I think Olzu here as well. 25 seconds the gap to him, we are rapidly closing. Right, I'm unfortunately not going to be able to read chat, I don't think. Please forgive me, I'm sure we understand. Right, that's someone else that stayed out. I have a feeling that us 4 here are the race, battling for the race lead. Net race lead. There's Goofy there, look. Struggling. We have made the right decision. Closing to the leader. I think us 4 are the net race leaders. I'll not be in that pack much longer if I keep doing that. Not a wise idea to clobber the curbs the same way you would do on a dry track. Oh, almost. That was a Gary Neville. Oh, in commentary that was. Risky to be attempting the carousel here. Oh, as that man in the Porsche finds out. Mid-engine car around there in the rain. Difficult. I know that because we are in the Lambo. It's that horrible balance of wanting to push as much as possible but not quite being able to. Just slightly quicker because I'm really struggling to cause any real gap to them here. Right, do we box this lap to have fresher tyres to run till the end of the race? Taking a lot of life out of these inters, running all that time in the dry. Might need full wets. Well, did pit again, we could go on to full wets. I think that blue patch, it's difficult to see which way it's actually going here. Is it coming towards us or no? I think it might actually be coming towards us. Do we pit now and go full wets, do we think? We can do, we can pit now. I think either way I am going to pit now. No, I'm going to stick on the inters. I'm going to stick on the inters, but I am going to pit. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the inters. Tiny little bit more fuel. Tiny little bit more fuel. That's enough. Go. Right, Joe behind us has gone on to the full wets. I think we'll thank ourselves for that one, because at the end of this race, lap 3, we'll still be running the same tyres. I think 4 laps on them would have been a bit brutal and a bit too much. So we're hoping that this comes back to us a bit later on. Right now, is Gran Turismo still doing that really stupid, unrealistic thing where you have to drive so exaggerated off the racing line to actually be quicker? Which we understand what it's trying to do with that, but it's not 100%, you know, truly accurate that that would be the case. Right, 28.2. Now remember, it was about 9 seconds when we went into the pits, the gap. So I think if we can get that down below, we can claw back 9 seconds to the leader. Not that we're aiming necessarily for a race win, but then we would know anybody in front of us due to pit would be ending up behind us. Oh, that's the front on the... That was sketchy. That was the front tyre on the curb there. .27 seconds the gap. Right, this is the heaviest that the rain's going to get. It's actually going to ease up after this, but I think we're managing to get round it all right in the on the inters. Below 27 seconds now, down to 26. Gap down to 25. Took another second out there somewhere. for it, he's gone for it. Really? Come on. Should have just put the radar on to see where he was there, but we gave enough space. I mean, we are in the rain. We expect people to understeer around that corner, but right, rain's starting to ease off now. Look at the performance now of this Lambo in the sweet spot on the inters here. Oh, that was close. Right, here's Driftwood in front as well. Working together on the bump draft here. Hardly any tyre wear on the inters, look. That's really bizarre. We've done an entire lap and there was hardly any tyre wear on the inters. What's all that about? Whoa, no! Both of them have gone. Both of them have gone. P4 into the pits, but he's got hardly any fuel, so he's going to have to not fuel save. What am I going to fill up to? Yeah, quite a bit of fuel he needs to put in. So we're past him anyways. Right, P5. Oh, I've lost that a little bit there. Oh, no, I tell you what, we will absolutely have that. Fair enough. Around the outside for the exaggerated lack of grip. And same again here, slightly wider line. Is there a glitch in the game here? Because we've got literally 0 tyre wear on the inters, look. That has to be a glitch. 0 tyre wear caused when you're in the wet. Look at it! That's really weird. Trying to read your comment, Heavy Heat, and I'm struggling. I need to find a straight line. Right, 19.5 to the leader, which is a good number for us. So, what this means is, anybody in front who goes into the pits, we will get that position. So, anybody in front, whether it's the race leader, obviously P2 and P3 will definitely get the jump when they come, or if they go into the pits, which I'm sort of hoping that they do. But if they've got enough fuel and enough tyres to go one more lap, then they might do. We're proving to be pretty quick at the minute though. Yellow flags as well. Oh, the race leader's lost it. Race leader's lost it, 13 seconds to the lead, so if any of them definitely come into the pits now, we'll have it. So the guy who was race leader, P3 here, the Spaniard, what's happened to him? It was yellow flag, so I assume he's gone off somewhere. That's a moment. Oh! Great move. He's spotted his opportunity there, hasn't he, this guy? And hopefully we're going to spot ours. Not quite. Go, 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 go. Around the outside in the rain here. I was going to say he's going to hold enough pace that we wouldn't be able to anyway. Nice slipstream up the hill though. What mistake I made there, but it wasn't a good one. unghosted there. And yet he was still stationary at the side of the track. Right, there's P4 here, and there's a podium just up the road. In fact, it's the Frenchman that did make the contact with us earlier as he sort of understeered into us and then drove off, but we'll not hold a grudge. Oh, bit of a moment there for the BMW. That's going to slow us down. He's holding us up, he is. We might be on track for fastest lap here, you know. Don't know if we'll get past on the straight here. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. It's risky to try it in the rain, but I do think we need to try and get past. I think luckily we can get to the inside just before we have to both try and clip this apex here. Absolutely, we get that one. Right, let's just now hopefully take it easy. Hopefully he doesn't brake too late into us here. We're braking very, very early. Good stuff. Go. Oh! The guy in front beat our fastest lap. Right, that is for the podium though. Can we get onto the podium? This will be from P9 in a wet race at the Nurburgring. Not be a bad day out that one if we can manage this. A little tap from the guy behind just to remind us that he is there. The gear ratios in this car, I've talked about them a little bit, but they are pretty perfect for wet weather racing. Oh, second bit of contact from this guy behind. He's keen for us to get a move on. Yeah, exactly. P2 still within reach. Oh, we've been hit! Now that initial contact there was not his fault because we did almost spin it in front of him. So that side snap and then he's gone straight into the back of us and it sent us round. Oh, we were on track for the podium there. It was literally right in front of us. Right, come on. Let's not fall any further behind. Those guys aren't that far ahead. Anything can happen. We were quicker than that BMW, so hopefully we can catch back up to him. Come on. Right now, fuel, to come back to that, is going to be the other thing. We are going to be fine. The guys up front, I'm not so sure. So they might start dropping just a little bit. The ones that have stayed out all the way. Oh, don't ask why he's gone. A rage quit by the looks of it. That one. Even P6 is still a half decent result, all things considered. But if we can do better, we will. Go. Oh, I almost said, I think that's the first time I've done that corner without binning it. And I still understeer it into the wall. Never mind. Right, two guys up ahead here. Can we get back to the P4 that we once had? You can see both of them here. They've both had an incident with each other there, or just both at the same time. Yellow flags out for what looked like both of them being on track. Getting it somewhere. I see that we got an update as well coming. 3 new cars. I don't know what they are or if they look like they're going to be any good. Actually frustrated that we've ended up with back down to P6 because we've had good pace and keep catching up to people fairly well. We've caught up to and overtook this guy more times than I can count in this race. He's gone wide. Oh, we do as well. No contact there. It looked like there was going to be though. Right, drag race to the end of this back straight. Should be on the podium, should have been, I know. Can't believe we've not been after all that. There we go, he's going to get back past in the slipstream here. It's going to have to be down to us to try and get past in the braking zone, or the exit of the final corner. Play it safe and try and go exit final corner. Oh, wasn't that safe in the end? P6, what a great race though. What a great race. And what a combo. What a combo. Unbelievable that. Proper tremendous. That's the kind of challenge that we want for a Gran Turismo World Series event. That grid was upside down, back to front and everything there. You just couldn't make it up. And you couldn't predict where everyone was going to end up. Especially everybody being thrown off with the qualifying at the start. Really good that. Right, if it looks like it's the same again, then what we'll do is we'll start on the inters, tiptoe around knowing that we have the full 13 minutes, and then 9 minutes to complete that lap. Maybe a splash of TC for the next race. I'm not so sure. I am not so sure. Right. Bear with me. I'll be back in a short little while. We'll do Daily Race A. We'll load this one up. We'll do Daily Race A. And then we'll get on to one of the other dailies. Move all the drinks so that I don't kick them over, because I do that every time. Right, back in a couple of minutes. And we'll do Daily Race A. Right. How bad is Daily Race A going to be? Still turns better than the Lambo in the rain. Actually, that Lambo was very, very good, you know. If it had a better driver at the wheel, it might have been alright. Right, one of my favourite races round here that I remember, or combos, was the MX-5 touring car around this track. It popped up quite a few times on Gran Turismo Sport. What a combo. Bit of a snap there. I'm starting to get the feeling we're going to be the one that causes all the Daily A carnage here. Oh, come on. Is this, what is this? I don't know, what car are we even in here? Is this four-wheel drive? It is, isn't it? Oh no. Feels four-wheel drive to me. This track, we don't see it enough in the dailies, by the way. This track, oh, I thought you could normally see it over here, connected to the rest of that Miyabi circuit. Kyoto is just such an unbelievable track. Oh, there it is. You can see it. So where it winds up and up into the mountains. What an unbelievable track it is. The Reciprocator, thank you so much for subscribing. Absolute hero. Please say hello in the chat if you're watching on the live stream. We've had a few kind words on some of the recent videos as well that we put up. We've done quite a lot last week in terms of videos, which was from some of the Nations Cup, quite a few from the Nations Cup, the Super Formula at Suzuka. And then one or two, I think, from the daily races as well. How big a hole in the pocket to buy one of those Evos? I actually have no idea. Good question, though. Dames, who's normally on in the chat, might have a better idea. We're on a grid start as well. Oh, I was too slow off the line. Oh my god, what's going on here? I thought I was too slow off the line. He got off the line and then stopped. Right, everyone running all sorts of different rear wings and everything in this. Is this a tuning event and I've not realised? Probably is. I just opened it straight up, assuming we could just jump in. Well, we're P6 for the time being. Look at the way the cars just like hop and skip and like they're just look like such a ridiculously flexible and bouncy car. No steadiness to these whatsoever compared to a GT3 car, which just stays flat to the floor at all times. And I don't mean with the pedal down, I mean literally just to the floor. These cars just look so... oh! So goofy in comparison. Oh, no. Ten laps. I don't know if I can manage 10 laps. Come on, just turn in. Look at that, we're reducing speed, but it's just never enough to actually turn towards the apex. Don't run wide here. Don't do that again. Go, 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 go. Where was my track limits penalty for? I can't remember now. Oh, well, we just got another one, so I guess there. You put the wings on and widen the wheels. Does it actually make a difference to the performance, or is it one of those where it just overrides it in Gran Turismo to have zero effect once it's in a lobby with balance of power? Got P6 again. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. I believe you owe us that position back. Would you agree? Well, it looks like we're going to get it back either way. Just run straight, yeah, all the way. Let's go for an undercut. V-cut on this corner. Oh, he has got to the inside. Did we do the same thing to you? I'm so sorry. What? Oh no. What am I like? Oopsie. He's definitely going to do the same again, isn't he? Oopsie. Now I see why people drive like absolute idiots on daily race here. It is quite... There is something satisfying about it and enjoyable, isn't there? Well, there's one potential new subscriber opportunity lost. Karma is exactly as you say, John. This used to be the signature thing about this track, was that you could hook onto those curbs on GT Sport. How they assumed that would translate to the real world, because given that it appears to just be a solid concrete drop, scooping your tyres over the other side surely would have them going pop pretty quickly. Never mind doing 10 laps. Is it enough to improve my fastest lap time? That might be a penalty. It is, and it is a penalty. Ooh. Well, P6. I agree, John, you mentioned earlier that we should have just done Daily Race C. I am sort of thinking that that was probably the best idea, to be honest. Right, we might have a quick chance of Daily Race B, though. Ah, we just missed it. Right, it's going to be quali time then. Should we try this stupid-looking time trial? Suppose we might as well. Driftwood, how we doing? What's that say? Messed up on strategy. Messed up on strategy. One pit stop. Last 2 laps. Had short shift like crazy. Yeah. So we pitted first lap onto the inters, and then because we'd done so much dry running, and then onto the, and then the rain came, the inters had obviously used so much of their tyres, so we pitted at the end of that lap and then filled up a little bit, and we still had enough fuel then to do 3. But I don't know if you noticed, Driftwood, or if you saw on ours, it worked out well for, we binned it a couple of times, but it would have worked out well for us. There is virtually, I don't know why, I think it's a bit of a glitch, but there's virtually no tyre wear on the inters when it's wet. There was hardly any tyre wear whatsoever. There was the slightest of thinnest red lines at the top of the tyres, whereas in the dry, on the slicks, you've only got to drive out the pits to turn 1 and the tyres are already like obliterated. Ready for the next race at 4. Good man. Oh. Let's try this silly race. Or silly time trial. Bit too far there. Bit too far and a bit too fast. Would we agree? That was weird. We started driving forward there. Did anyone notice that? Even though we had it in reverse gear. Come on. Right, it's literally just the slightest and smallest steering inputs that you need here, because in these carts, they just don't like it. They don't like steering input. Oh, we did it again. Right, has anyone actually done this time trial? It is stupid. I still stand by that. Dreadful, yeah. Absolutely awful. It feels like you're on Mario Kart in these things. This one's still a red lap. We haven't set a single proper lap yet. I think instead of giving you a penalty for track limits, it just puts a red lap on you, doesn't it? For the one you're on and the next one. Right, our first proper lap, hopefully. "21 seconds up on our time. Amazing. Right, can we beat this one? 51.7. Absolutely bizarre about just seeing a go-kart with no driver, isn't there? Surely that has to be quicker. It absolutely is. Oh, you can do that without hitting the brakes. Look at that. possibly stay in 4th there when you're up at the top. Oh, look at that. That's going to be an 8.5 tenth improvement. Sublime. Right, that's all I'm doing. There will be some absolutely ridiculous alien level quick drivers, I'm sure. 19,000. 48. I was going to say, there'll be some people that's managed to get that, like, below 50 seconds. They've got it below 49 seconds. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, we're going to do the second race here. This is probably going to be the last one now that it runs well over and beyond the hour. So we're going to get a lap of practice in here and then we'll get entered. So let's get a free... Oh, hang on. Free practice run in. Yeah, practice at the Nurb. Let's go. We get one lap in here. See what we can do. Try and get under the sub 8 minute mark. Firstly, we'll try and do that. Oh, this feels like it turns very lazily compared to the go-kart now. Right, let's try and beat a 7:55. Let's try and beat that. That would mean no offs. No mistakes. Oh, that's already a bad start. Get your guesses in. We're going to do this one lap. We might crash, we might bin it, we might die, we might keep going, we might not, we might be good, who knows. Whatever it is, we're going to cross the line. So, get your guesses in on what our lap time will be. Oh, you're not racing tomorrow, John? Oh, yeah, because you're banned. Could you not sign in on a different account? Or create a different... Could you create a different account? It'll not be assigned to the device, is it? Good question, Stu. I can't actually remember. John, do you know what track it is tomorrow? I actually can't remember now off the top of my head. How are we doing though, Stu? I don't think... Is that your first message? I don't think I'd seen you in chat earlier. Oh, it is Nurburgring. There we go. Fancy the Nurburgring, Stu? Me and you, teammates. We're in the Lambo though, Stu. We're in this, well, this same car here. Lambo GT3. Great car. And I think it should be pretty good round the Nurburgring, to be fair. It's been very handy the whole, I was going to say the whole season. I think we've only had 2 races, but it's been good so far. Right, 3:48, about halfway around this lap now, or just under halfway. Oh, soaring at the wheel. We keep it going. Not 4-wheel drive, no. GT3s, it's rear-wheel drive, as we just very nearly found out there on that on that corner. That was well timed. Oh, we nearly find out on that one. It's fairly stable though, Stu. It's not like it used to be honest with you. First and second gear is actually really stable out the corners, as long as you're not being too silly, which I normally am. But we've had some good races in it so far. Oh, committed. The slowest possible way to get back on track there. Oh no! If this still ends up being a sub 8-minute lap, I'd be very surprised. We lost about 10 seconds there, and then all this time where we've lost the momentum and the speed. No! 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 Doing everything I can to not be on the grass. Right, 7:29. Oh, I don't think we'll get this below an 8-minute lap yet. That was a lot of time lost. We did run it into the barriers a couple of times though in the in that quali lap, in that 8:01. Yeah, we're going to be well off here. Be lucky if this is an 8:10. Look at that, bang on, 8:10. Jeez. Yeah, that's no good. That cost us a lot more time than I thought it was going to. Right, let's get entered. We'll get one more lap again. Guesses in, times in, predictions in. If you guess correct, free t-shirt from the merch store. We all know the score. Right, aiming for a 7:55 on this one. That's what I'm aiming for. What's everyone else's thoughts? I'm going to go 7:55, 175. 56 treble 6. Can't get the power down. Come on, 7:55. That's what I'm aiming for. 6-second improvement on our current best, if we can. Let's just try and have this flat round here. Oh, slight lift. Slight little snap it felt there, but we're alright. Almost lost it. Go. done round there. Nicely done. Right, we're 2 seconds up on our lap, because I remember that being a 4:50 at that point. So as things stand, 2 seconds up on our previous lap, and of course we had that big moment, so we're hoping that that's where the rest of our time can be made up. Oh, a bit too low. Close. Almost another moment there. Oh, I need to leave a bit more speed into that corner there before you slow it down to turn left. Is this going to be... I don't think this will be the 755 that I'm maybe aiming for either here. I think it will be quicker than that 801 though. Not quite a 55. I think this will be a... I don't know. 57. Oh! 56! 56.4. Right, I'll take that. I'll take that as a half decent lap. Plenty places to improve though. Look at that. Levicious would have want 750. Top times 7:44, 12 seconds quicker. That is just horrific. The next fastest one in the Huracan, 11 seconds quicker. Horrendous. Horrendous. Oh yeah, you were, John. 2/10 off, yeah. In a 56.4. Have we entered this? All right, yeah. Enter. Actually, let's be safe. Let's assume that our engine took a battering on the last lap, on the last race. Not the daily races. This one here, Bosch. Kushti. Right, I think we're fine to give away some F1 spoilers now. If it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you've had 12 hours to catch up, so if you haven't seen F1 yet, cover your ears. predictions for tomorrow. What do we reckon? Predictions for tomorrow. Because I actually reckon... I think the McLarens are going to... not necessarily like both put each other off into the walls. But I think every race until it happens, I will assume that they're going to cost each other something. Because they haven't done it yet, and they've had a bit of scrapping, and then obviously Lando got priority. But I reckon in the next few races, early on in the season, Oscar's going to want to get his get himself in front. Do you know what I mean? So until it happens, I'm going to assume that every race is going to be the demise of McLaren. Which will probably be all the way up until the end of this season. Big turn 1 incident. No idea who, but there's going to be one. Turn 1's a weird one, isn't it? Because it's... You would sort of assume it's the first turn and turn 2, that kind of big swooping kind of... It's sort of fairly easy for cars to follow each other if they all just had the same getaway. The bit that makes it tricky is obviously some drivers get a better launch than others. And then it's when you see the cars going side by side, trying to go side by side around there, and you're like, you're just waiting for the contact. You're waiting for one of the wheels to roll over. Right. Quali again with this one. Let's check the weather here. I think we do have different weather. Yeah, we do. We got a different weather for each round. Is this what we've been waiting for all this time from Gran Turismo? Is it finally going to give it to us? Oh. Wait a minute. Right, I think we're I'm assuming that we're assuming that weather is not going to hit. Or if it does, that it's still not enough to justify coming off the slicks. So with that, we'll press on and hope for a dry quali. Ugh. He's keen. letting everybody pass now, which is fine. Now that we know we've got 9 minutes once we cross once the timer goes to 0, so as long as we take literally all our time in the world, I think we'll be okay. Painful outlap ever, isn't it? They should have a shortcut when you come out of the pits. Save you doing a full outlap. Yeah, the rain's definitely hitting. I think so. I'd agree. Very light, yeah. I think we're better off taking our time and having life in the tyres than pushing like crazy and taking the life out of them. That's my thought at the moment. I might regret it though when we have a little bit more of our lap to drive in the rain. front now. You go back in front. I need to read this message. After all this, by the way, if I'd been it on this lap, I'm going to be devastated. I think that goes without saying though, doesn't it? Maybe should have just passed him, to be fair. I think you're right, John. Right, here we go. Do not bin it. Go. I coasted into that corner there. I like lifted to brake and then I was like, oh no, I'm not braking yet, and then just coasted through. Come on, you want a good lap yet? No. I'm like a second off the pace already. Luckily, the Nurburgring's one of those where quali doesn't, you know, I wouldn't say it doesn't matter, because it absolutely does, especially down into turn 1. But as we know, it's not make or break your race. I'm still going to push as much as I can, though, to try and get what we can. Right, we're closing to this guy. Right, the rain still hasn't hit us just yet. But it's definitely on its way. Keep it going. Send it. We're going to struggle with this guy right in front of us now. Flash our lights at him loads. Do you think that he'll let us past? We're now racing during our qualifying. We're now racing during our qualifying lap. Oh, buddy! I get it. He's obviously not going to move out of the way. He's on his flying lap at the end of the day. Oh, that is my fault, that one. Right, thank God for that. We've lost a lot of time in the meantime, though. He had about a 15-second gap at the start, and obviously he's made a mistake or two and we've closed. Neither of our fault, really. But it has definitely cost us, I would say, at least a few seconds. But thankfully, no rain hitting. I know. I should have passed him yet. Damn it! No! Idiot! Idiot! I was sliding for ages there, and I thought our slide would have just eventually caught up with the corner and back to facing the right way. Look at all this time we're now losing. It wasn't a bad lap up until then as well. Oh no! And we've done this entire straight 20 mile an hour slower than we should have done. What a killer. Now this will be an 8-10 at best here. At best. Thought I was going to do another awesome drift. Not quite. 808. Oh, it puts us P7. I mean, not the best, not the worst. Lost so much time there. Look at that. We could have been up. I think we could have done I think there, without that traffic and obviously that mistake, we could have battled for pole there. Dib Dob gets in front, so we're P8 to begin with. Right, let's do this one and then we'll be calling it a day for now. Oh, we got to wait ages for people to finish their laps. Should have had pole, I know. We gave that guy a big gap. I didn't want to jump in front because we'd let him in front initially. And then I didn't want to jump in front, you know, equally because I didn't want to bin it in front of him and then cost him his lap. So knowing that I wanted to try and push as much as possible, that was why I gave such a big gap. And the gap was still 10-15 seconds. But 10-15 seconds is so easily lost on the Nurburgring, so I should have thought about it, to be fair. Either gave more of a gap or, like you say, just actually gone for it. Be interesting to see his replay, see if he actually binned it and that was how we caught up, or if we did just gradually close the gap on him. I'm not sure. How are you getting on, Jonathan? Were you racing in this one? Or qualifying, I should say. The race yet to come. Right, have a look at the weather. So I think what we've had in quali, we're then going to get the same in the race. So we can see we managed 2 laps, no issues. Possibly we could run the whole race, to be fair. because it does look like it's very light rain, so we might be okay. I'm not too sure. Dibdob, how are we doing? Hope we're all well. Good luck, mate. I'm trash here, so you... It'll be past you in no time. Well, you've just tipped us or pipped us on qualifying. So, nicely done there. Everyone's apologising to each other for getting in the way. We didn't get an apology, though. Thank you, Tess. Fingers crossed for this one. I enjoyed racing in the rain on the last one, but sometimes you just think a dry race at the Nurburgring is just spot on, isn't it? You were lawnmowing it at one point. Well, we got held up behind. There was the Spaniard who then didn't qualify, so he's starting at the back. We got held up behind him for a little bit, and then he binned it in front of us, and then we eventually got round. I don't think we... Apart from that... Oh, and then we did bin it, and then we did start lawnmowing, yeah. Quite a bit of time cost in the end. Oh, goodness me. Don't know why I'm so tired. Woke up at like 11:30. Although I was up till 4:30 watching the F1, so maybe that did it. Messaging Jonathan going, Hamilton might have done it, but Verstappen, let's hope Verstappen doesn't wipe him out turn 1. Cheers, Dibdob, you too. Good luck in this one. If we have you in front, we'll work with you on the straights. You've done the whole lot, John. Did you stay up for the quali as well? Like after the sprint? I went to bed at that point and thought I'll catch up on that one after. Gives me something to wake up for. Oh, your boy was sick. I thought you meant... sorry. I thought you meant you were staying up to watch the F1. Oh no, I hope he's alright. Oh, you did stay up and watch it all though. Fair enough. So, good and bad. The young'un, not very well. Hopefully he's feeling better now or better soon. Right, let's go. Brake balance all the way to the rear. Actually, we go 4 because we sort of pretend we know what we're doing there with that. Nice and early on the brakes. Make sure nobody comes in and wipes us out. Thankfully, they do not. Right, first couple of laps, as we say, will be no need for inters. Looking at the weather radar. Oh, that might be a penalty there, actually. Track limits, yep. Understandable and all fair enough. Right, to the inside for this one. Let's have that. We've got to try and push on now, especially if we are serving a penalty. Right, 2 positions. Well, a position and a half. Because now the he's going to brake as late as he dares there. That's going to send him pretty slow. Oh. Not fair play to him, he hangs on. Actually, we'll have that. A little bit of contact there, but he did snap the other way, trying to keep it out of the wall. We didn't push him into the wall there. Right, P6. I feel like with every slight bit of contact or being close to another car, after getting berated on a YouTube video by a load of people saying that I was the dirty driver. I'm now over-explaining absolutely everything. Second gap down to 2.9, 0.8, 0.7, 0.6. At CP1 there with everybody behind him. Right, hopefully this guy doesn't make contact behind us. We managed to not put it on the grass there, which is what ruined our race really on the first lap of the first race. .4, 2.3. .2. Right, this guy's going to go for it here, or he's attempting to go for it. Oh, Dib-Dob's put it into the wall, I think. Ah! How did I manage to double shift there? Two cars side by side there. How well can that go? Not very. Not very. Right, top four right in front of us then. Alpha. Oh! The Alpha into the wall and then us into the back of the Alpha. Come on, don't want to let these guys in front run away now, because we can literally see the podium and we can still see the race the race leader. The race win is just 4 seconds up the road. Right. Start looking at the weather radar as well now. Nothing to worry about on this next lap either. Oh, we're going to get eaten up on the straights yet. Right, okay, so fuel-wise, we will have enough to do this lap plus one more. But tyre-wise, I think we're best off doing a stop at the end of this one and then just filling up for 3 laps and doing the longer stint once we've got the lighter car. And that's if we don't need to change at any point for the Inters. Okay, that was contact. That's my fault. Right, still 4.6 up the road, the race leader. We'll work with Dim Dob a bit here. Get him around the outside. Alright, P5. Still catching and closing the race leader. What's the weather saying? We do have rain on the way, but it's, I don't think even the first lap that it's on and landing, I don't think that's going to be enough to justify needing the inters. I think just a fresh set of slicks should do us at that point. There we go. Race leader within 2 seconds now. 5 positions within 1.9. Right. There is part of me that thinks I want a pit at the end of this lap to get onto fresher tyres and try and do the last stint on 3 laps. Then there's also part of me thinking we need to do box opposite whatever they are. Too busy looking at the weather radar to realise where I'm even going on the track there. That was lucky. Oh my god, tyres are really struggling now. Dirty tyres also not helping from that little trip to the grass. But what do we do here? I think we need to just go fresh tyres now. What do we reckon? I think box, fresh tyres. We can't be running around on a proper worn set of this if we start getting even just a little bit of rain. Now they're all bum drafting each other. Look at the gap that they're creating now. Oh, they're staying out. I think me and Tom here have got the right idea. Right, go. Right, now what we're aiming for, technically here, in one sense, is an undercut on the guys who stayed out. Can we claw back maybe 5 seconds on them in this lap? And then what we want to hope is that now we want to hope we don't have to go on to the inters, because if they get hit with a load of rain this lap and then go straight onto the inters, well, ultimately they're going to stay in front of us, because then we've got an entire pit stop left to try and make. I'm hoping that the rain is light enough, but by the end of the race, the final lap, if it's been consistent, we might have a bit of standing water. 29 seconds the gap now. It's this lap now, while we're still in the dry, that we've really got to push and claw back our time. Looks like a nightmare race, definitely not. Absolutely mega. You cannot go wrong with a Nurburgring. Always a good race, never a nightmare. Even when it's a nightmare, it's never a nightmare. The last race was definitely a nightmare. Rain by the end of the first lap. Horrific. Or by the end of the second lap, sorry. Horrific. Right, look at this. We're actually down. I didn't realise how far down the grid we were. We're down to P12 here. So the traffic at the back might be a little tricky to get past. Desperately want to try and make sure we get past these now. If you're behind slow traffic on the Nürburgring, it can be game over until you find a spot where you can pass. My point exactly. Ah! Look at this, Tom's getting away now. Tom's creating a big gap. I'm going to go around the outside here as well. Not ideal. Right, we've got the wipers on now. We do have rain falling, but is it going to make us require a pit stop to get on the inters? Right, now I'm hoping that this BMW doesn't try and get back in front of us here. There's Tom. Into the wall. Right, P9. This undercut idea hasn't quite worked as well as I thought. We've actually only gained 3 seconds to the guys that are running out in front. Raining the Supra on controller and you don't know the track, you're dreading it, I bet. Well, in that case, I would be, yeah. Right, they are going to have to fill up fuel as well, although probably still just need to put the same amount extra in that we did. Right, this is the moment of truth now. Are any of them going on to the Inters? I don't think any of them are. We are actually going to get the run. We are into P1 now. So I wasn't expecting that. So when I was trying to work out the numbers and the gap that we needed, turns out it wasn't as much as we thought, so we have actually pulled that down enough to get an undercut. But when we all get to the top of the track, are we all going to be caught out on the slicks here or no? Or are we going to be okay? Press do not refuel by accident. Oh, absolute fail. Yeah, that is a bit of a fail. I will be honest, I've done that many times before. And there is many times where I've gone in. It's annoying that it doesn't let you cancel and that you only get one chance. But I've done it plenty of times where we were meant to go in on the to put, you know, wet tyres on, and I've put the slicks on, and then that's it. Your race is ruined. It should give you a chance to cancel until the car gets to the pit stop. Yeah, or when you pit for wets and then don't have them available. Yeah, even better. Honestly. I've made every possible mistake there is to make when it comes to pit stops. I put Ferrari to shame. This guy behind is now on the fresher tyres, since he had done his 3 laps first, and then we're going to try and do our 3 laps at the end. That rain has just completely glanced over the track now, because this is where we were expecting, if there was going to be any, it would be here for standing water, and there is none. So our next lap we need to be super careful, because then we're driving on the really worn tyres and we're having to then defend for a race lead. Also watch. Right, we actually will need to be pretty careful on the next lap. Bit of fuel saving here and there, I would say. Hopefully we're okay, about 30% fuel to cross the line. And with this guy closing on us pretty rapidly now. Bits here thinks, right, well, we've got onto the Nurburgring, the actual Nordschleifer loop, and we're in front. We'll kind of be okay for at least a little bit, because it is so difficult to get past. But it does, however, mean when they go for a move, it can end up with both you in the wall or yourself. 1.4 clear. Can we just keep this 1.4 gap or something close to it? Oh, almost too far wide. He's closing, he's closing, he's closing. This is definitely not an easy win. I think if anything we accept we've not got the race win, because this place is really a borrowed position from P1 because of just the reverse way in which we've done our strategies. I don't think we can quite hold on to this. Right, it is now literally a case of defending. Look how close he is to us now. It is now literally just defending the position. The car is sliding all over. Even if it means being incredibly slow on the apexes, where it feels like he's going to be right on us and catch up. Taking this so easy now, which is going to frustrate him because we're braking way earlier, we're coasting, we're having to be super cautious on the throttle on the way out of the corners. This will be his chance here. He's got a good exit. We just have to sit on the apexes, make him go the long way around. He's got the fresher tyres, so we want to not be losing him out of the corners. He's got it. Right, sit back in front. Or sit back behind. Around the outside's not a good idea there. For that reason, we see him drift wide straight away. He's just able, a bit more confidence to put the power down out of the corners. This is where we don't want to start losing them now. Look at these tyres. This is a killer. This is a killer. That Alpha's very good on its tyres. No wonder he was able to do 3 laps. But I can see where we've gained all the time to get the undercut was clearly on the very end of his 3rd lap. Because this is where we're going to lose all the time as well now. As long as we can just stay on him though, as best we can, keep him within that 1 second, we might just be able to have the slipstream on the back straight. Let's just put it this way, commentators curse or not, I am fully expecting us to lose the tyres and bin it. Every corner is just a bonus. Every corner that we get through is just 1 corner more than I'm expecting us to at this point now. It is a matter of when we bin it, not if. But we're going up to the very end of this lap. If we can just stay on him. Just do enough. Come on. Slightly earlier to brake here. Try and clip this apex nice and tidy. Down to 3rd. Keep the momentum. Right, it all comes down to this back straight now. Do not spin. Slight lift here, clip this apex and then just floor it. We've got the better exit and the slipstream, come on. Do we have the fuel though? 10% fuel. Come on, we should be okay. I've short shifted up to 6 so that it just takes us a little bit longer to get past him. Is this enough to have done it? 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 On the exit. Don't hit the wall. Get in! Oh, what a battle. What a battle, what a battle, what a battle. How did we manage that? How did we do that? Wowza, what a scrap. Unbelievable. Tremendous. Like you said, easy win. Ah! Oh, that was the most difficult race win of the lot. Man. What a battle, what a race. We really had to think there. Tried defending, just trying to be as slow off the apexes as we could be, within reason. Wowza. What a race. Happy with that. Happy with that. Good stuff. Well, I'm surprised that we did get the race win there. What a battle with the Italian, by the way. Great racing with him. That Alpha, really, really good car. And I think he's had the extra little bit of life in his tyres at the end, because the Alpha's obviously a lot better on its tyres than the Lambo. And that felt fairly sketchy near the end, but we managed it. We crossed the line, P1, race win. You can never, ever go wrong racing at the Nurburgring. Good race, your ADN. Oh, how are we doing? How do I say that? Obake? Obake? Am I saying that right? Some errors on your lap, so you lost us. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, no, that was a good race, that one. Oh, not Affinity. Affinity Racing. Really, really good race, that one. We lost Tom as well. He put it off in front of us, but I thought we were going to end up having a good battle with him. Tazio is who we have our scrap with there. That is tremendous. Really, really happy with that. Good set of points. Unbelievable. What a belter. Well, we're going to end the stream there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're only going to get the 2 done because we got quite a bit of work to get through today. And we need to upload our Triple Crown Challenge video from last week. So we're going to get on to that. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Really hope you've enjoyed it. If you're new around here and you haven't yet said hello in the chat, please do so. And if you're tuning in for the first time and haven't yet hit subscribe, then also please do so. We'll be back on Monday night, 7 PM. Sometimes it's 8 PM. We try and aim for 7. Sometimes it's 8. Monday night for a new week of daily races, whatever they turn out to be. Hope you all enjoy the F1 tomorrow. If you're getting up early, staying up late, fingers crossed. Lewis for the win. I doubt it'll happen, but Lewis for the win. There we go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Catch you all in a bit. Toodles.